Good morning. So in the last class, we have discussed up to the mouth, right? In alimentary canal, first that's the mouth, which helps in intake of food, ingestion. Mouth, in that we have learned the lips, teeth, and tongue, and salivary glands. That is the associated digestive glands, which is present in mouth. Now next, after the next, then next to the mouth, that's the pharynx. Okay, mouth to oral cavity we have discussed, and now the next, that's the pharynx. Pharynx basically that is present, we can make out in this diagram. Okay, pharynx actually it's a common passage for air as well as food. So for pharynx, remember this thing, it's a common passage for food and air. Now, the shape of the pharynx is a cone shape. Okay, nose to here. In this way, the pharynx is present. Okay, behind the nose, the some part of pharynx, behind the mouth, even some part of pharynx, and some part of pharynx with larynx also. So, on the basis of the location, three types of the pharynx are there, or three parts of the pharynx. Behind the nose, the pharynx is present, we call nasopharynx. Behind the mouth or oral cavity, pharynx is present, we call oropharynx. And behind the larynx, that pharynx is present, we call laryngopharynx. So three parts of the pharynx: behind the nose, nasopharynx; behind the oral cavity, oropharynx; behind the larynx, the laryngopharynx is present. Pharynx is a common passage for food and air. Remember this. Now, cone-shaped structure. With pharynx, you will have to learn two structures, that glottis and epiglottis. See in this picture, here the nose part, nasal cavity. So behind the nasal cavity, the pharynx part is there over here. That is the nasopharynx. Next, here the mouth. Okay. So behind the oral cavity, the pharynx is present. That's the oropharynx. And with larynx also some part of pharynx is there that you call laryngopharynx. Now, nose and the oral cavity. Ultimately, it leads to what? Pharynx. Pharynx is a common passage for air and food. After the pharynx, the two systems get separated. That's the respiratory system and the digestive system. If digestive system, then pharynx leads to esophagus. And if respiratory system, then pharynx leads to larynx and trachea, right? So pharynx, remember common passage first for food and air. Pharynx, if digestive system, leads to esophagus, and if respiratory system, it leads to larynx. Now, one thing that during swallowing the food, okay, once the food is an intake of food occur, and here might, okay, it might happen that that food once reach to the pharynx, it leads to the respiratory pathway as well as esophagus also. But food never enter into respiratory pathway. Why? Because larynx and here the trachea is there in respiratory pathway. Okay, in middle of the larynx actually, the epiglottis structure is present. Now, what is epiglottis over here? So first understand, suppose this is the esophagus, here the larynx. Esophagus opening you called gullet. Okay, esophagus opening we call the gullet, and this larynx or tracheal opening we call glottis. Okay, and imagine कि over here the pharynx is there. ये pharynx का part है. Pharynx through which the air can enter, through which the food can enter. If food is there, food directly enter into esophagus. And if air is there, it will pass into the respiratory pathway, larynx, trachea. How can this thing be possible? If food never enter into respiratory pathway and the air never enter into digestive system. Because over here, above the glottis, a cartilaginous flap covering is present. When air is enter, when air is passed through the pharynx, then this covering or lid get open so the air can enter over here. And if food is coming into this through this pharynx, then this lid will close this glottis. So glottis के ऊपर ये covering है, that's why we call it the epiglottis. Epi above the glottis. Okay, so above the glottis, a cartilaginous flap is present, which prevents the food to enter into respiratory pathway while swallowing. Right? Epiglottis का function क्या? First of all, location is what? Above the glottis. Next, function, it protects the food or it prevents the food that enter into the respiratory pathway while swallowing or during the swallowing. It prevents the entry of food into blood. Right? That is the function of epiglottis. Is basically it's made up of cartilage. बोलिए, glottis, epiglottis, and gullet. These three terms are clear. Gullet, opening of esophagus. Glottis, opening of larynx or opening of trachea भी बोलते हैं इसको. Next, third thing, that's the epiglottis, which covers the glottis region. बोलिए, clear है? Write down.
મેમ એકવાર તમે આ ફરીથી કીધું ને ગલેટ ઓપનિંગ ઓફ ઇસોફેગસ અને પેલું ગ્લોટિસ ઓપનિંગ ઓફ શું લખવાનું એમાં ટ્રેકિયા ને
trachea or larynx. In some cases larynx refer करते, in some cases trachea. Actual location when you see this glottis, suppose ये larynx है, so in middle part of the larynx actually this glottis is there. Actual location, right? Next is the which one? Trachea is there. So that's why when you refer some of the book, you can get that the opening of trachea. Opening of trachea is a glottis. In some, opening of larynx. Both are correct. Majority time go with the opening of trachea. Clear, Shreya?
Yes, ma'am. Thank you.
So pharynx simply, see in pharynx, no any kind of the digestion, any kind of chemical reaction, mechanical reaction does not occur in pharynx. Pharynx just pass the food, okay, for further digestion into the esophagus. So first is a pharynx, which is a cone-shaped structure. This pharynx leads to a long, narrow, thin, tubular, muscular structure. Okay, esophagus is a what? Okay, on the basis of diagram, you have to remember. It's a long, thin, tubular, tube-like structure. So tubular and made by muscles, muscular structure, right? And it passes from this neck region, this thorax region. Over here, diaphragm is present, right? And then opens into stomach, right? Esophagus, that is passes extended through neck region. Then this is the thorax part, and over here at the end the diaphragm is present, so it crosses the diaphragm and then enter into stomach, right? So this much first location of esophagus. Next, esophagus, it's a long tubular muscular structure, length is 23 to 25 centimeter. Length is 23 to 25 centimeter, right? Here the trachea is there. Okay, behind the trachea, esophagus is present. Trachea we consider as a windpipe, right? Front में windpipe होता है and back side पे esophagus, food pipe. Esophagus is also known as a food pipe. Next, esophagus opens into the stomach, right? Esophagus opens into the stomach. It just passes the food through the peristaltic movement into the stomach. So in pharynx, in esophagus, no digestion. Remember, chemical reaction, enzymes are in. So how can be the possible to digestion over here? So it helps in what? To just pass the food in a small bolus form into the stomach. Right? Next. So now
Ma'am, can you repeat once again?
esophagus is there. Esophagus, long, tubular, muscular structure, thin structure. It passes through the neck, thorax, and diaphragm. Next, length, remember, 23 to 25 centimeters. And it leads to stomach. In that, esophagus helps in just pass the food from pharynx to stomach. Now, here in this part, where esophagus opens into stomach, exactly at this point, right? A muscular sphincter is present. Muscular sphincter. Okay, muscular sphincter is present. Muscular sphincter is made by circular smooth muscles. Smooth muscles, you know, okay, fusiform, uninucleated, no striations. So this fusiform circular smooth muscles, they are arranged in this circular pattern and form circular sphincter. Now, here this sphincter is made by what? Muscles, right? Ultimately, smooth muscles are there, and each muscle has the property to undergo contraction and relaxation. So this muscular sphincter, when undergo contraction, then it will close. And when undergo relaxation, it will open. Right? So by contraction and relaxation of this muscular sphincter, it helps in to regulate the passing of food into the stomach from the esophagus. Gradually, the food is passed from esophagus to stomach. Which structure helpful in that? Muscular sphincter. This muscular sphincter is made by smooth muscles. You know, in heart valves are there. Okay? आपको पता है ना, हार्ट में valves होते हैं. Valve ये फॉर्म में होते हैं, longitudinal form. तो यहाँ पे smooth muscles कैसे arrange है? In a longitudinal form. But when we use the term sphincter, valve का भी function क्या होता है? It regulates the blood flow from one chamber to the another chamber, right? When we use the sphincter word, then smooth muscle, circle, arrangement in a circle round form. बोलिए, क्लियर है? फर्स्ट मस्कुलर स्फिंक्टर.
स्फिंक्टर क्लोज क्या रहता है यानी ओपन क्या रहता है?
Gradually, continuously get open and close continuously.
અચ્છા, એટલે મેમ પેલું એવું આમ રિલેક્સેશન થાય તો શું થાય ને?
Relaxation, when relaxation occur, then muscular sphincters get open. When contraction, it will close, right? आप देखिए, चलो all of you video on करो. Switch on your video first. Fast. See one thing. In this format, देखिए ये muscular sphincter है suppose, right? Muscular sphincter is there. So esophagus से food pass हो रहा है यहाँ पे, right? Circular smooth muscles, muscular sphincter. Now in this, when contraction occur, then muscular sphincter closed. When relaxation occur, it will open. Contraction, relaxation, contraction, relaxation. In this way, the food is passed gradually to the esophagus to the stomach. ये always open, always close वाला procedure नहीं है. Continuously open, closed in this manner. बोलिए, clear?
Yes, ma'am.
Now, so in this part, here that's the muscular sphincter is. Muscular sphincter, another name of muscular sphincter is cardiac sphincter. Note down all this thing. Muscular sphincter, another name, that's a cardiac sphincter. Okay? आपका वीडियो ऑन ही रहना चाहिए throughout the lecture. Cardiac sphincter, or else one more name is there. Gastroesophageal sphincter. So many names are there. Simply we can say that muscular sphincter, another name cardiac sphincter, one more name is there, gastroesophageal sphincter, right? Gastro meaning what? Stomach. Esophageal, esophagus. So the sphincter is present between esophagus and stomach, the name given gastroesophageal, right? Another name is a cardiac. Now, next part, esophagus leads to stomach, right? Esophagus leads to stomach. Now, stomach has basically 4 parts. First part, that is the fundus. देखिए स्टमक का ये शेप है यहाँ पे. इमेजिन की यहाँ से क्या आ रहा है? Esophagus. Esophagus open over here in this point, right? So can you tell me ये structure क्या होगा? This is the esophagus.
Muscular sphincter.
Which sphincter?
Muscular sphincter or
Cardiac sphincter.
Gastroesophageal.
Correct. Gastroesophageal sphincter or cardiac. Now, see. Next. Stomach has 4 parts, right? This bulgy part, only this much part, that we call fundus. Next, only this much part, this portion only, that you call cardiac stomach, right? यहाँ पे heart located है at this position, actually. So this part is nearest to the heart. That's why this much portion name given, that's the cardiac stomach, right? First one bulgy, that's the fundus, then cardiac. This is the main part, okay? This is the main part, that's the body in which all reactions occur, digestion occur. And then the narrow part, ye broad part hai, this one. Then now the narrow part of the stomach, that we call pyloric. Okay, that we call what? Pyloric part. So first, remember fundus, cardiac, body, and pyloric, right? But remember, first we have written what? Fundus. But esophagus opens into which part of the stomach? Cardiac. Esophagus यहाँ से आ रहा है, यहाँ से नहीं आ रहा है, fundus से, right? So esophagus opens into the cardiac part of the stomach. That's why that sphincter name, I told you na, the another name of the sphincter is which one? Cardiac. Why? Because it opens into cardiac part of the stomach, right? So stomach has 4 parts: fundus, cardiac, main body, and pyloric. बोलिए, पहले यहाँ तक clear है? All of you write down. Is this clear? Or should I repeat? Right. Now, video on करो, चलो fast, all of you. Next, when we see the shape of this stomach, then it looks like, ये कौन सा shape हो गया? बोलिए,
J.
write down. J shape, right? So stomach shape, it's a J shape bag-like structure and most dilatable portion of alimentary canal. Dilatable meaning what? Widen, broad. Okay, most widen, most dilatable, most broad. That is the which one? Stomach. अब देखिए, अगर हम इंटेस्टाइन भी लर्न करेंगे ना, तो उनका डायमीटर इतना ही, whether it's a small intestine or large intestine, right? But stomach का diameter देखो, huge. That's why we can say that it's the most dilatable portion of alimentary canal, right? Then stomach has four parts. Fundus is the bulgy part, cardiac, to which esophagus open, body, in which main reactions occur, and last part, narrow part of the stomach, we call pyloric. Now, that part of the stomach, pyloric, can you tell me? Now it opens into what?
Duodenum.
That's the basically small intestine, right? So now over here, the small intestine begins. Small intestine, the first part होता है duodenum, right? Stomach, another name, remember? Gaster. Okay, stomach, another name, that's the gaster. Now, जैसे हमने learn किया, when esophagus opens into stomach, here sphincter is present, cardiac sphincter. Same way, imagine कि यहाँ पे अभी क्या है? That duodenum, right? Small intestine. Now, between this small intestine and the last part of the stomach over here, in this part, again one more sphincter is present. Okay, and that name given is, that is within the pyloric stomach, so name given pyloric sphincter. तो स्टमक के एंटीरियर साइड पे कौन सा होगा? कार्डियक स्फिंक्टर. पोस्टीरियर पार्ट में कौन सा है? पाइलोरिक स्फिंक्टर, which guards the opening between stomach and duodenum and periodically permits the partially digested food to leave the stomach, right? You know, stomach is a temporary storage organ for food, right? In which the food actually 4 to 5 hours, okay? Average is there, 4 to 5 hours the food is present in the stomach and gradually the food get digested. And gradually, same way, the digested acidic food is transferred to the small intestine duodenum. Through what? Pyloric sphincter, right? So entry, remember cardiac stomach, cardiac sphincter, and exit पे कौन सा होता है? Pyloric sphincter. This much you have to remember for structure of stomach. बोलिए, clear है? Pharynx, esophagus, stomach. Any doubt?
No, ma'am. Clear.
चलिए, give me answer first of all from these three topics. Out of these three, pharynx, esophagus, stomach, which one is a common passage for food and air? Write down your answer in chat box. Yes. Yes. 5, 6, 7. Next. 8, 9, 10, 11. Correct. Pharynx. Next. Opening of esophagus is known as. Opening of esophagus is known as. Correct. Gullet. Okay. Next. Opening of trachea or windpipe is known as. Glottis. Good. Next, to prevent the entry of food into glottis during swallowing, which structure is present? Correct. Epiglottis. Right? Next, length of the esophagus. Length of the esophagus is correct. Esophagus leads to stomach through dash. Esophagus leads to stomach through dash. Correct. Muscular sphincter, cardiac sphincter, gastroesophageal sphincter, right? No. Stomach has four parts. First part, fundus. Second, correct, Archie. Cardiac. Next, main body, correct, Himanshi. And last, pyloric, right? Out of these four parts of stomach, esophagus opens into dash part of stomach. Next, pyloric part of stomach that leads to the small intestine, duodenum, through dash. Correct, pyloric sphincter. Now we are going to discuss the small intestine. Good. Okay. Still Bhavya, Daksh, Heath, Jaiti Patel, Meet, Mutai, Purva, Samarth, Sahil. Not a single answer from you. Next. Stomach over here completed. Next, can you make out here the duodenum begins? Okay, green color portion here. That is the duodenum. This much part, right? Can you make out the shape of this duodenum? कौन सा
C
shape है?
shape. C shape.
C shape, right? So duodenum, remember first of all, that is C shape is there, and length of this duodenum only 25 centimeter. Okay, 25 centimeter length of this duodenum, C shaped, right? Now over here, just one point remember for timing that in this part hepatopancreatic duct open. ओके फ्रॉग में ऑलरेडी हमने डिस्कस किया है, ग्लैंड्स में हम डिस्कस करेंगे ये पार्ट. Hepatopancreatic duct gets open over here into the duodenum. So duodenum for that remember 25 centimeter C shape, and here hepatopancreatic duct get open. Next to that duodenum, yellow color portion, देखिए this portion, right? That is jejunum, 2.5 meter, which is a long and coil structure. Long coil jejunum, 2.5 meter. And lastly, this part, okay, 3.5 meter. That is highly coiled. Compared to the jejunum, ileum is a highly coiled part. ओके इसका लेंथ भी ज्यादा होता है बिकॉज 3.5 सेंटीमीटर, हियर 2.5 मीटर एंड 3.5 मीटर। बोलिए कशिश।
मैम आप जीजूनम का लेंथ रिपीट करोगे?
2.5 मीटर, 2.5 meter. Here ilium 3.5 meter and this one 25 centimeter. Can you tell me the total length of small intestine now? Total length of small intestine, how much? Correct. 6.25 meter. Okay, total length of small intestine 6.25 meter. Right? Now, next we are going to learn that's the large intestine. लार्ज इंटेस्टाइन का लेंथ क्या है? डू यू नो? 1.5 मीटर। स्मॉल का है 6.25 मीटर, लार्ज का है 1.5 मीटर। लार्ज इंटेस्टाइन, स्मॉल इंटेस्टाइन terms are given not on the basis of the length but on the basis of what? Diameter. Okay, on the basis of diameter. Can you make out? देखिए ये पूरा लार्ज इंटेस्टाइन का पार्ट है, राइट? डायमीटर इज लार्जर, अब देखिए, compared to this small intestine part. So on the basis of this lumen diameter, okay, two types of intestine, large intestine and small intestine. Small intestine length is more, 6.25 meter, large intestine 1.5 meter. Small intestine length is more and diameter, width is less, whereas large intestine width is more and length is less. बोलिए क्लियर है फर्स्ट इतना? Small intestine 6.25 meter long, 3 parts: duodenum, jejunum, ileum. Duodenum 25 centimeter, jejunum 2.5 meter and ileum 3.5 meter. Highly coiled ileum, just long and coiled jejunum, and duodenum C-shape where hepatopancreatic duct opens. Now, next part, that's the small intestine, last part, that's the ileum. Over here देखिए ileum complete हो रहा है. Now this ileum continue or opens into large intestine. ये पूरा large intestine है, right? So small intestine or ileum that leads to the large intestine. Large intestine length we have discussed 1.5 meter. In that the first part, that is the cecum. Okay, first is a which one? Cecum. So initial part over here, suppose this is a cecum. Over here, this ileum get open, small intestine. Cecum, basically it's a small blind sac in which the symbiotic microorganisms are present. Here in ileum, the symbiotic microorganisms are present. Remember. Next.
Ma'am, can you repeat the last point?
Cecum in that symbiotic. Now you know symbiotic. Okay. Microorganisms. You know in our body that's good bacteria are present which helps in digestion. Okay. So this good bacteria present in which part? This cecum part. Large intestine का cecum part है, over that this good bacteria are present which helps in vitamin K and vitamin B complex synthesis. Okay, that helps in what? Vitamin K and vitamin B complex. Cecum, to which the ileum part open of small intestine. It's a small blind sac structure. It hosts some symbiotic microorganism. Now, from the cecum, suppose ये cecum है, a short, narrow structure arise, tubular structure arise like a finger, narrow finger like tubular projection arise, and that you call appendix. Okay, that you call what? Appendix. Right? This appendix, actually, it is a non-functional, structurally present like this, but functionally absent. That's why we call it a vestigial organ. Okay, it's a which one? Vestigial organ for human. Vestigial organ for human. Even this thing in herbivore mammal, like a rabbit, this appendix, okay, cecum, appendix, they are well developed in herbivore mammals. Okay. So appendix for human actually is thought to be vestigial. Now, appendix proper name, that's the vermiform appendix. Okay, the name is what? Vermiform. Vermi meaning worm. It looks like a worm. It's look like a worm. That's why the name given to this appendix narrow finger-like tubular projection. And for human, it's a vestigial organ. Vestigial का meaning क्या होता है? Structurally present, functionally absent, right? That arise from the cecum. The cecum, remember, first part of large intestine. It's a small blind sac structure in which symbiotic microorganisms are there, which helps in to formation or manufacture the vitamin K and vitamin B complex. Next, this appendix we call vermiform appendix, narrow finger-like projections. It's a vestigial organ for human because structurally present, functionally absent. It is well developed in herbivore mammal. Next, this cecum leads to colon. Now, see, this is the colon part. 1, 2, 3, and the 4. Okay, basically 4 parts of the colon are there. This part of colon direction is this one, ascending, then like this, transverse, then next descending, and यहाँ पे होता है S shaped structure that you call sigmoid. So basically 4 types of colons are there: ascending, transverse, descending, and sigmoid. Ascending, then transverse, descending, and sigmoid. Right? And this sigmoid colon that opens into what? Rectum. And rectum opens outside through anus. Okay. Rectum opens outside through what? Anus. Now, here again sphincter is there. That name is what? Anal sphincter. That name is the anal sphincter. Okay. Now, one thing you should understand over here, that sphincter, earlier we have learned two sphincter, gastroesophageal or cardiac. Second, that's the pyloric sphincter. I told you that they are made by the smooth muscles. Can you tell me smooth muscles, nervous tissue में already learn किया है. So smooth muscles shows voluntary actions or involuntary?
Involuntary.
Involuntary. Okay, can't be controlled by us. But this one, anus, that is guarded by the anal sphincter. And here the muscles are there. They are striated. Striated muscles are there. Here which type of muscles? Striated. Okay, and striated hote, striated over here, remember, they are voluntary. Okay, defecation actually is a voluntary process, simple. So colon, here, colon mainly helps in what? To absorb more and more water that is present in this undigested food. Okay, colon से undigested food pass होगा. So whatever amount of water is present in that, okay, colon wall get absorb all this water, right? So minimum loss of water can possible while passing the food, undigested food through the colon. Then colon opens into rectum. Rectum that acts as an organ for temporary storage of fecal matter, and then that release outside through anus. But this thing is guarded by anal sphincter. Anal sphincter that is made by striated muscles over here. बोलिए क्लियर हुआ आपको पूरा पाथवे? स्मॉल इंटेस्टाइन
मैम कोलन નું ફંક્શન એમાં હેલ્પ કરે?
it helps in absorption of more and more amount of water which is present in undigested food.
ઓકે મેમ.
Digested food get absorbed, undigested food that pass through this, okay, and as a fecal matter released outside. So whatever amount of water is present, that all water molecules that get absorbed, reabsorbed actually. बोलिए clear?
યસ મેમ.
So this much thing you have to prepare for structure of alimentary canal, right? Pathway and structure of alimentary canal. Now, chaliye, tell me, small intestine has first which part? Small intestine has three parts. First, duodenum, correct? All of you write down fast. Second, correct, jejunum. Third, third, right. Next, which one is a highly coiled part? Which one is a highly coiled part? Correct, it's a ileum. Okay. Next, in which part out of these three, duodenum, jejunum, ileum, hepatopancreatic duct open? Duodenum, right? Next, ileum leads to large intestine. So ileum opens into which part of large intestine? Ileum opens into which part of large intestine? Cecum, right? So see, small intestine, देखिए यहाँ पे stomach to small intestine, duodenum. One of the sphincter is there that you call pyloric sphincter, right? यहाँ पे था gastric sphincter और esophageal, gastroesophageal or cardiac. Next, in this part over here where ileum opens into cecum, again one more sphincter is there. That name suggests ileocecal sphincter. Ileocecal sphincter, meaning over here that food is passed from the ileum to the cecum. So ileocecal sphincter, that you call ileocecal sphincter, right? So remember this three sphincter location: gastric, pyloric, and ileocecal. Here, proper word is actually ileocecal valve. Instead of sphincter, write down ileocecal valve. Here, ileocecal valve is present. Okay. Next, which is the vestigial organ of digestive system? Which is the vestigial organ of digestive system? Vermiform appendix, right? That is well developed in herbivore mammal. Next, colon has how many parts? 4, correct. Ascending, transverse, descending, and sigmoid. Last का थोड़ा S shape का है, so we call the sigmoid, right? Next, Sigmoid colon opens into dash. Rectum. Okay. Rectum opens into dash. Anus. Okay. Here anus is guarded by the anal sphincter. That is made by what type of muscles? Striated. And that shows voluntary response. Remember, that shows the voluntary response. Okay. डिटेल में अगर आपको लर्न करना है then anal sphincter, okay, just for your information, anal sphincter inner side पे एक होता है, एक outer side पे होता है. inner जो होता है वो involuntary होता है, okay, and outer जो होता है that is the which one voluntary, okay, inner involuntary, outer voluntary होता है in that. Now take a 3 minutes break and then we will learn histology. Take a break. Now we are going to learn the next topic, that's the histology of wall of alimentary canal. Can you tell me what is histology? Video on kar do chalo fast again, all of you. Do it fast. Ellie, Heath, Meet, Misha. Sorry, what is histology? Study of tissues. Okay, study of tissues, remember. जैसे cytology, study of cell. Histology, study of tissues. Right? Now, histology of wall of alimentary canal. Here understand कि suppose यहाँ पे क्या है, ये esophagus है, right? फिर है next, that's the stomach part, then next small intestine and then large intestine and all that. So now we are going to discuss what over here, this part, that देखिए entire wall, ये जो wall का part है, this wall is made up of what? Right? Wall is made up of what? That we are going to discuss. What type of tissues make this wall? Histology of wall of alimentary canal. So now, when we take a section, when we take a section of this, okay, then it appears like this. Imagine कि आपके पास, okay, हम घर पे करते हैं ना सलाद, कुकुम्बर है या टोमेटो है, सपोज दिस अ कुकुम्बर, तो इसके हम स्लाइस लेते हैं, ये सर्कल में आ जाते हैं, यस और नो? Right? Same way over here, transverse section, it's a TS. This one is a what? TS of wall of alimentary canal, transverse section. That outline is a circular. Right? So this wall, just हम तो ऐसे draw कर देते हैं कि ये wall है, right? But entire wall is made by these 4 layers. In that first outer, that's the serosa. Okay, outer layer that we call what? Serosa. First, learn the 4 layers. Which are the 4 layers? Very, very important. With diagram, 3 marks question. Without diagram, 2 marks question. Very important. Serosa first. Second, that's the muscularis. Third, submucosa, and fourth is the mucosa, right? And inner to the mucosa, a space is present that you call the lumen, right? Now, see, understand over here. Okay, first of all, tell me, this alimentary canal is a hollow system or solid?
hollow.
Hollow. स्पेस होना ही चाहिए सेंटर में, यस और नो, अदरवाइज फूड कैसे पास करेगा? पास होगा ही नहीं फूड. So this is the space that you call lumen in which the food is present. Okay, so outermost layer serosa, second muscularis, third submucosa, fourth innermost layer, that's the mucosa. Question read कर देना whenever asked that outer to inner explain करना है और inner to outer. Inner to outer है, then sequence reverse, mucosa, submucosa, muscularis, serosa, like this. Now, these four layers you can get from esophagus to rectum. Esophagus to rectum, when we take a transverse section, the wall is made by only these four layers, that serosa, muscularis, submucosa, mucosa. Sequence yahi आना चाहिए, according to the book, not according to you. Right? First, serosa. Serosa, first point, very easy. It's the outer layer. Second point, it is made up of thin mesothelium. It is made up of what? Thin mesothelium. Now, mesothelium is what? First, आपको पता है first of all visceral organ. Visceral organ meaning what? Can you tell me?
The organs which are inner.
Inner organs.
Internal
organs, right? All internal organs inside our body, the internal organs are present. These internal organs are covered by an epithelium. Basically, it's an epithelium, squamous epithelium. But internal organ को surrounding है, that's why the another name given mesothelium. Understand? Basically, it's a what? Squamous epithelium. So squamous epithelium, if you recall, it's a covering epithelium. Function tha covering epithelium. It covers what over here? Internal organs, esophagus to rectum, and that's why the name given this as a mesothelium. Mesothelium plus some connective tissues are present, right? Serosa, outer layer, and made up of thin mesothelium, squamous epithelium of visceral organs with some connective tissues. बोलिए, first layer clear हुआ? Serosa, very thin layer, outer layer made up of mesothelium, squamous epithelium of visceral organ with some connective tissue. Who will repeat this thing? Serosa, raise your hand. Who will repeat this? Rudra.
Yes, ma'am. Serosa is made up of inner thin mesothelium. It is mainly the squamous epithelium of visceral organs, and it is also added some connective tissues.
That's the outermost layer. ये मेन लाइन है, outermost layer, ये भी लर्न करना है. चलिए, next, second layer is a muscularis. Muscularis, can you make out periphery जो है, sorry, over here, ये just ये serosa हो गया, thin layer. Next is a what? Over here, longitudinal muscles are there. Okay, longitudinal smooth muscles. And here the smooth muscles, they are arranged in a circular pattern. Right? If arranged in this pattern, we call longitudinal. But arranged in this pattern, we call circular pattern. Right? Basically, they are smooth muscles. But according to the arrangement, the names given different. Outer longitudinal, inner circular. यही आना चाहिए. Outer longitudinal, and inner circular. आप reverse नहीं करना, right? Outer longitudinal, inner circular. Longitudinal muscles that shows the movement, muscles movement. In which direction longitudinal है तो upward and backward, upward downward, upward and downward. And circular जो होता है that is forward and backward. Circular, forward, backward. आप imagine करो mixture में कैसे in all direction that chakri blades get move, right? Same thing over here, upward, downward, forward, backward, in all direction. This thing is required, muscle movement is required for peristalsis. Okay, with the help of this muscles, the food can pass into the alimentary canal, one organ to the next by peristalsis. And peristalsis performed by this. This thing helps in that. So muscularis formed by smooth muscles, inner side circular, outer side longitudinal. Right? Now, in that, a typical one thing, okay, that typical thing is present in stomach. Esophagus to rectum. देखिए हम ये इसके लिए कर रहे हैं ना, esophagus to rectum. So in all this thing will remain same. But stomach में क्या है? Longitudinal है, circular है, and in between देखिए यहाँ पे longitudinal है, यहाँ पे circular है. In between in longitudinal and circular muscle, oblique muscle layer present in stomach. Stomach, you know, it helps in churning of food, right? Stomach helps in churning of food. So for that, oblique muscles wall is required. So oblique muscle layer in stomach. And वैसे भी आप if you can make out ना, इसका shape भी ऐसा different है. बाकी सब में आप देखोगे ना तो tubular है, simple, like this. So stomach, in that you can get oblique muscle layer that is present between longitudinal and circular, right? Now, who will tell me, who will repeat this muscularis layer? Who will repeat muscularis? Fatima?
Yes, ma'am. Ma'am, it is basically made up of smooth muscles, and inner is circular and outer is longitudinal.
Then?
Ma'am, in stomach between longitudinal and circular, oblique layer is present.
Oblique muscle layer. And function is what?
Food can pass through alimentary canal.
By which
By
movement?
peripheral.
Yes. Peristalsis.
Peristalsis.
Peristalsis. Okay. Sorry. Now next. Inner to the muscularis, submucosa layer is there. Now the things get little bit difficult. Okay. This part entire is a submucosa. Okay. Now, submucosa is made up of what? Submucosa, in that blood vessels are there, lymph vessels are present, nerves are present, and loose connective tissue. Loose connective tissue, blood vessels, lymph vessels, nerves, these things are present in this submucosa, right? And one typical point, जैसे oblique muscle हमने stomach के लिए learn किया, जैसे same way, one typical point for duodenum. Okay, small intestine, duodenum. In this layer, in duodenum, intestinal gland, one of the type of the intestinal gland is present. That name is Brunner's gland. Okay, this gland name is what? Brunner's gland. Remember, Brunner's gland, that is located in submucosa. Okay, Brunner's gland, which is a one kind of digestive gland present in duodenum. Okay, duodenum may be in which wall? That's the submucosa, right? That secrete gas, intestinal juice with enzymes are present for digestion of food. So submucosa formed by loose connective tissue, blood vessels, nerves, lymph vessels, and connective tissue. Duodenum, for that specific point, Brunner's glands are present over here in submucosa. चलिए, who will repeat this submucosa? Mahavir, can you try? Mahavir, Kritika.
Yes, ma'am. Submucosa is formed by loose connective tissues, and blood vessels, and
Lymph vessels.
lymph vessels.
Then
In duodenum, Brunner's gland is present.
Brunner's.
Brunner's.
Brunner's
Brunner's.
glands are present. in
Present.
submucosa. Good. चलिए. Now the last one. Okay. Last, that is the mucosa. We will study this in detail. Mucosa, that is the innermost layer. Okay, mucosa, that is the innermost layer. Now, innermost layer meaning what? इसके बाद तो क्या आ गया? Lumen आ गया यहाँ पे. Over here, the food particles are there. So, can I say that this mucosa, which is the innermost layer, that line the lumen of alimentary canal, that covers the lumen of alimentary canal, yes or no? It can line the alimentary canal, right? So mucosa, innermost layer lining the lumen of alimentary canal. Now it forms irregular folds. First of all, you know villi. Suppose ये mucosa layer है, ये पूरा mucosa layer है, right? So in this mucosa layer towards the inner side lumen, this type of foldings, finger-like even projections are there, that you call villi. Villi, फिर villi के ऊपर, suppose ये villi है, तो उसके ऊपर भी further small villi are there. Okay, that you call microvilli. And microvilli ciliated होता है, तो brush border appearance. Cilia की वजह से वो कैसे दिखते हैं? Brush border. So villi are present in intestine, which increases the surface area for more and more absorption of digested food. Right? One more time. Note down. Villi that are present in small intestine, right? Formed by which layer? Mucosa layer. And it forms a even foldings, finger-like projections. You call villi. And on villi, when you elaborate this structure, so villi के ऊपर भी ऐसे small folds है, right? So that these are known as the microvilli, and they are ciliated. They are made by ciliated epithelium. So brush border appearance, ciliated columnar epithelium, right? Ciliated columnar epithelium. So remember, it gives a brush border appearance. So it asks, villi present in small intestine, then foldings, finger-like foldings are there, and even foldings. Whereas in case of stomach, what happens? That in that irregular foldings are there. Irregular. Like this. And these irregular foldings of mucosa layer, in case of stomach, we call rugae. These things are known as what? Rugae. Right? So in stomach, remember, first mucosa, innermost layer, it lines the lumen of alimentary canal. Then this mucosa layer in stomach forms irregular folds, we call rugae. In case of small intestine, right, it forms even foldings of mucosa layer, finger-like projections. Okay, and that you called villi. Villi on which microvilli are present, Microvilli are made by the columnar epithelium, columnar ciliated epithelium. तो अगर हम माइक्रोस्कोप में देखेंगे ना तो cilia looks like a brush. ब्रश के कैसे ब्रिस्टल्स होते हैं सेम वे. So that's why the name given, it's the brush model epithelium also. बोलिए ये पॉइंट पहले क्लियर हुआ म्यूकोजा का, रूके एंड विलाई. Any doubt in this point? श्रेया डाउट है या ऐसे ही रही है?
ના મેમ ડાઉટ નથી, આ તો બસ તમે પૂછો છો ને બધાના વારામાં એના માટે કે
ओके ओके. हाँ बोलिए रुद्र.
मैम माइक्रोविलाई सिलेटेड कॉलमनर एपिथेलियम થી બનેલી હોય છે ને?
माइक्रोविलाई हाँ ciliated columnar epithelium.
ओके मैम.
Right? Villi function increases the surface area for absorption of more and more digested food. Now, related to this mucosa, you will have to understand one more thing. देखिए ऐसे विलाई होते हैं. कैन यू मेक आउट? यहाँ पे देखिए ये विलाई का पार्ट है, इसके ऊपर फर्दर स्मॉल स्मॉल सेल्स सिलिएटेड कॉल्यूमिनर एपिथेलियम. Microvilli. Now, understand the one thing over here. Villi arrange in a this way. ये हुआ, फिर बेस में ऐसे कैविटी लाइक है. Then again finger like projection. फिर यहाँ पे ऐसे बेस में कैविटी. Again, फिर this part like this. Foldings ऐसे होते हैं. Okay? In intestine, small intestine. This deep pit. These are the deep pits. Only this much portion I am talking. Right? These are known as the crypts of Lieberkühn. These are known as the what? Crypts of Lieberkühn. Okay, that is the crypts between the bases of villi in intestine. That is the crypts between the bases of villi in intestine. Right? Holy crypts of Lieberkühn. It's a one kind of gland. It's a one kind, another kind of digestive gland, intestinal gland. Okay? एक हमने learn किया कौन सा था? Brunner's gland. So Brunner's gland present where? Brunner's gland present where? That's the in submucosa. Crypts of Lieberkühn present where? On the mucosa layer. In the crypts part, crypts are what? They are arranged between the bases. बोलिए clear? So one देखिए intestinal glands two types ऐसे लिख दो. One is a Brunner. Another is a which one? Crypts of Lieberkühn. Brunner location submucosa and here location mucosa. Both helps in to secrete enzyme for digestion. of
મેમ
food.
રિપીટ કરો ને પ્લીઝ.
क्या लिखा आपने श्रेया?
मैम intestinal glands are of two types.
हाँ, first which one? Brunner.
हाँ.
Okay, and second that's the crypts of Lieberkühn.
Okay मैम.
Right? Brunner का location लिख दो submucosa, here mucosa. Now, next. देखिए ये विलाई है. Right? This all are villi. Now, आपको यहाँ पे ये अंडरस्टैंड करना पड़ेगा that ये क्या हो गए? विलाई माइक्रोविलाई यहाँ पे आ जाएंगे. म्यूकोसा. Inner to the mucosa, in this part, which layer is there? Sorry,
Lumen.
outer to the mucosa, which layer? Outer to the,
Submucosa.
inner to the lumen, that's the lumen, that's the correct. Outer क्या हो जाता है?
Submucosa.
Right? So submucosa. Submucosa में क्या present होता है? Submucosa contains what?
Blood vessels, lymph vessels,
No.
connective.
Right? And the okay. So in this, देखिए जो रेड कलर के हैं, can you make out this red color over here? That is the artery which supply the blood to the intestine, oxygenated blood. फिर जैसे ही intestine oxygen ले लेता है, now deoxygenated blood that is present in this blood vessel that you call vein. तो ये हो गया vein, ये है artery, right? Next, green color का center में आपको दिख रहा है, that is the lymph vessel. Large lymph vessel is there that we call lacteal. Large lymph vessel is present that we call lacteal, right? So villi are supplied with a network of capillaries. Villi यहाँ पे है, ये तो villi portion है पूरा, right? Just outer to that, which thing is present? Submucosa. Submucosa में क्या है ये सब? So villi are supplied with a network of capillaries, large lymph vessel that we call lacteal, right? देखिए आप, so one more thing, आपको ये भी understand करना है यहाँ पे that intestine, you know, that helps in digestion of food, absorption of food, right? So lumen में से जो easily absorbable form food है, that first enter into mucosa. Mucosa से कहाँ पे जाएगा? Blood vessel में, right? And this blood that come outside from this intestine, yes or no? Right? First blood enter into what? Sorry, this food nutrient, simple nutrient enter into absorbed by the this part, villi, mucosa part. फिर वहां से कहाँ पे चला जाएगा? सब म्यूकोसा. सब म्यूकोसा का कौन सा पार्ट? ब्लड. सब म्यूकोसा कौन? दैट्स अ blood vessels, right? And when this blood leave the intestine, so now in which the nutrients are present? Okay, in which the nutrients are present, that first enter into liver. Remember hepatic portal system, frog में learn किया था? Yes or no?
મેમ એ ન્યુટ્રિયન્ટ્સ ની સાથે ટોક્સિન્સ ને બધું બી હશે ને?
એ ફૂડમાં હશે તો જશે.
ઓકે.
Okay, so here the absorbable food, right, that first through the mucosa, through the villi, enter into blood, and once this blood vessel leave this intestine, it first enter into what? Liver. If you recall that hepatic portal system, तो आपको ये पता चलेगा. I am not going to repeat this. Now, next is what? That in this mucosal epithelium, okay, in this mucosal epithelium, that goblet cells are present. Can you tell me what is the function of goblet cells? What is the function
Fat.
of goblet?
Fat.
What?
Fat storing.
Fat store. No.
No.
Mucus releasing.
Mucus, correct. Okay. Goblet cells that secrete what? Mucus. Okay. Now, so goblet cells secrete mucus. Entire alimentary canal, esophagus is there, stomach, then small intestine, and all that. Everywhere in entire alimentary canal, actually, these goblet cells are present. Okay, mucosa layer है. Suppose ये stomach का है, irregular fold. So at regular distance, okay, these goblet cells are present over here that continuously secrete the mucus. Mucus over here, it acts as a one of the things that it acts as a lubricating agent. Okay, lubricating agent. आप just imagine करो कि alimentary canal का wall है, right? अगर उसको smoothness that is provided by what? This mucus. Mucus से वो sticky हो जाता है, right? Due to the mucus stickiness in the inner side of the wall, inner side towards the lumen. So इससे क्या होगा? Food can easily pass from one organ to another organ. बट अगर ये म्यूकस लेयर नहीं होगा देन क्या होगा? जैसे ही पेरिस्टालसिस होता रहेगा between the food particle and the wall of the alimentary canal, the erosion occur. It can damage because without mucus, food cannot easily pass into the alimentary canal. But if mucus is there, food can easily pass from one part to the another, one organ to the another. Right? So that's why in entire alimentary canal, आप कोई भी part का section ले लो, esophagus, stomach, intestine, small intestine, large intestine, you will get the goblet cells. Right? That goblet cells secrete what? Mucus. So ये common है. Esophagus to rectum, that goblet cells are present in mucosal epithelium which secrete the mucus that helps in lubrication. जैसे हमने व्हीकल्स को स्मूथली रन करना है तो आपको ऑयलिंग करवाते हैं हम, right? So it can smoothly run. Same thing over, because oil over here acts as a lubricating agent. So same thing, mucus here acts as a lubricating agent, right? So mucosal epithelium or mucosal layer, remember in that, in intestine, remember in intestine which gland in mucosa related? Crypts of Lieberkühn. And submucosa का Brunner's gland. Stomach में भी gland होता है mucosa layer में. That gland you call gastric gland. That gland we call which one? Gastric gland. Right? So gastric glands of stomach and crypts of Lieberkühn of intestine that is located in mucosa. Whereas Brunner's gland of intestine that is located in submucosa. बोलिए clear?
Yes, ma'am, clear.
See, last thing that submucosa, right? Brunner's gland, I told you that is present over here in submucosa. अभी submucosa के बाद में inner side में mucosa भी है. So submucosa form a duct-like structure, and this duct opens into mucosa and release their secretion. Over here enzymes now come. So यहाँ पे ही food particles होंगे on which this enzyme work and digestion occur. Right? यहाँ पे mucosa में जो mucosal epithelium में जो यहाँ पे glands है, they pour their secretion over here. Ultimately everything, the secretion, remember, that comes at the lumen where food is present. Food को digest करना है, right? So into the lumen, these glands pour their secretion for digestion of food. Clear?
Ma'am, આ mucosa માં release કરે ને એમના
No. Directly to the lumen.
Okay.
Okay? चलिए. Now, who will tell me the differences between villi and rugae? Difference between villi and rugae. Rishi? ऋषि बोलिए. You are not audible, Rishi. चलिए next, श्रेया. श्रेया. Okay, Rishi, try again.
હેલો મેમ, હા એ અવાજ કપાઈ આવતો હતો. હેલો
બોલો શ્રેયા.
હેલો મેમ, સંભળાય છે?
શ્રેયા
હા
બોલો.
મેમ, હા મેમ. The mucosa layer forms irregular folds in intestine which are known as villi, and it forms
Irregular or regular?
regular
Ah.
folds in intestine which are known as villi, and in irregular folds in stomach which are known as regae.
Okay, correct. Next, can you tell me, Shreya, this villi are lined with which epithelium?
Ciliated columnar epithelium.
Correct. Next, who will tell me the location of goblet cells, location and function of goblet cell? Galav,
Hello.
bolo.
Yes, ma'am. The goblet cells are located in the mucosa.
Mucosal epithelium. And
Mucosa
function?
epithelium.
Function?
And it will secrete that mucus for lubrication purpose.
Lubrication. Correct. Next, Jugal.
Yes, ma'am.
Right. Tell me the name of glands. 3 glands I have told you. Right?
Yes, ma'am.
So 3 glands, name and their location.
Ma'am, in submucosa layer, Brunel's gland is present. In mucosa layer, a crypt of
Libercum.
Libercum, and in stomach, gastric glands are present.
In which one? Mucosa, submucosa, which one?
Mucosa.
Yes, correct. बोलिए, क्लियर हुआ आपको ये पार्ट? हिस्टोलॉजी ऑफ वॉल ऑफ एलिमेंट्री कैनाल, सीरोसा, मस्क्युलरिस, submucosa and mucosa, outer to inner. Right? Next time we will learn that digestive glands. Okay, just last information, then we will stop. Mucosa layer that we have learned only for NEET. जिसको NEET करना है वही prepare करेगा, rest all not. Mucosa actually is further divided into 3 parts. Mucosa itself is made by 3 layers. First layer, that is again over here, circular muscle. Mucosa में outer layer क्या होता है? Circular muscles का. Okay. Then second layer, that with connective tissue, blood vessels and all. And innermost, that is epithelium, squamous epithelium. Okay. So जो हम ये draw करते हैं ना, ये वाला part, villi, itself made by these 3 circular muscles, then over that blood vessel connective tissues are there, and then epithelium. So this part we call muscularis mucosa. पहले सब mucosa था. Okay, देखिए muscularis mucosa. Second you call lamina propria. Just for NEET you have to remember this, not anything. And then epithelium. So mucosa itself is divisible into 3 parts: muscularis mucosa, lamina propria, and epithelium. Muscularis mucosa is made by what? Circular muscle. Lamina propria, connective tissue, blood vessel, right? And epithelium, single layer. Then next is what? That 2 terms. Okay. First term, Orbeck plexus, and another term Meissner. Again for NEET, जिसको NEET करना है वो ही याद रखेगा, otherwise. Orbeck plexus and Meissner plexus. Meaning what? Both plexus meaning here network of neuron. Same network of neuron. Right? Now, can you tell me, for the movement of muscle, contraction and relaxation, message from the nervous system is required, yes or no? Or muscles can do by its own? Okay, particularly smooth muscles. Here we are talking about smooth muscles. So these smooth muscles required message for contraction and relaxation from nervous system. Yes or no?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, Galav, ये cardiac muscles नहीं है. Only the cardiac muscles have the ability to contract and relax by itself. Smooth muscles, skeletal muscles require this thing, right? So आपने muscularis layer में learn किया that longitudinal circular muscles are there. So in this muscle layer, neurons are present. Suppose ये muscle layer है, right? ये longitudinal muscles का arrangement है. Then circular muscles का arrangement. Now, in between them, the nerves are present that send the message from the nervous system, okay, to this muscles for contraction and relaxation. So this network of neuron which is present in circular and longitudinal muscles of submucosa layer, sorry, my mistake, muscularis layer, okay, that network you call Orbeck. साइंटिस्ट के नेम के ऊपर से है ऑर्बेच, ऑर्बेक और ऑर्बेच भी बोलते हैं इसको, ऑर्बेच plexus. Second is a Meissner plexus. So just now we have discussed that muscularis mucosa, circular muscles in mucosa layer, outermost circular muscles are there, right? So these muscles also need message from nervous system, right? So mass of neurons are there, network of neuron is there. This network of neuron, Meissner plexus. Meissner ने find out किया, so name given Meissner plexus. यहाँ पे किसने फाइंड आउट किया? ऑर्बेच ने. तो नेम गिवन ऑर्बेच प्लेक्सिस. बेसिकली बोथ आर सेम. व्हाट? नेटवर्क ऑफ न्यूरॉन्स. Locations are different. One here in muscularis layer, here in a which layer? Mucosa. बोलिए, क्लियर है आपको? ऑर्बेच प्लेक्सिस, मेजनर प्लेक्सिस.
मैम
Yes, ma'am.
बोलो.
एक और बार शॉर्ट में रिपीट कर सकते हो?
हाँ, ऑर्बेच प्लेक्सिस, मेजनर प्लेक्सिस, राइट? प्लेक्सिस का मीनिंग यहाँ पे नेटवर्क. नेटवर्क किसका? न्यूरॉन्स का, राइट? Muscles needs a message for contraction and relaxation from the nervous system. So nervous system, brain and spinal cord तो नहीं आएगा ना muscle के पास. So it should send the message through the what? Nerves. So nerves coming over here. Where muscles are there? Muscle कहाँ पे आए? एक तो muscularis layer में आए, longitudinal circular. So over here the network of neurons form, and that thing is identified orbit, so name given orbit plexus. Second, mucosa layer में, mucosa itself has a 3 parts: muscularis, mucosa, lamina propria and epithelium. Outermost, that's the circular muscles, and over here again the neurons, nerves network is there, and that is identified Meissner, so name given Meissner plexus. बोलो, clear?
Yes, ma'am. Thank you.
Any doubt in today's part? Write down.